Hey guys, it's Taylor with Taylor Your Life, and this is the second episode in my series of videos talking about our trip and planning for our trip to Europe. This is going to be great for any of you guys that are aspiring to go to Europe. This episode is about the top 5 questions that we have as we're getting ready to leave for our trip. We're going to share that with you guys today and more on Taylor Your Life, so here we go. Alright guys, so the number one question that I think that I have personally is how in the world are we going to get around when we get there? I think this is the number one anxiety producing thing whenever you go to travel anywhere. I know when we went to a concert in Denver just this last year, we got out of the concert and I swore that the train went the right way. Sierra said, nope, you don't understand, that one's not going in the right direction. I'm like, oh no, it's a green line. She's like, no, but it's going in the opposite direction. I'm like, oh, let's get on it. 3 stops later, I was absolutely wrong. So my directional skills at baseline, living in a small town like Montrose, are probably not the best. So hopefully between her and I, we're gonna be able to find our way out. We've done a lot of researching into how we can get around, how we're gonna get tickets to and from different places, and all the major cities that we're visiting. And we've also got some great tips and tricks from 3 awesome vloggers out there, The Way Away, The Endless Adventure, and Walter's World. They've been super helpful, so we will see if it's just as easy as it looks. We're hoping to download some offline maps from Google Maps to help us get around the city. There's also some city maps that have been suggested by The Honest Prague Guide, another great YouTube channel that hopefully can help us to get around if we don't have Wi-Fi or don't have data, so that we're not lost in the city. I can't wait to share with you guys how that turns out in our travel videos. I hope that we get around nice and smooth. It's going to be interesting to share with you guys. I know one of the major things that I'm really looking forward to is just the ticket machine. I can't wait for that moment where I get to take that ticket, put it in the machine, it filters through and pops up on the other side. I know it sounds silly, but if you know me at all, I can't wait for that. It's one of the coolest things. I can't wait to do it when we get to the big city. All right, so number 2 question that we have going into this vacation. Do I have everything I need? I think this is a huge question. You know, you're getting ready to pack up for 12 days and whatever you have in your luggage is what you're going to have. Sierra and I have seen on countless blogs from lots of friends and from people like The Endless Adventure and The Way Away that have recommended that we travel with a carry-on size bag only. I'm going to be traveling with a Farpoint 40 backpack made by Ospreys. Sierra will be carrying an even smaller 25-liter backpack, and she's putting all of her things in those. Between those 2 bags, we're hoping to carry everything we need for Europe. As you can see behind us, we've laid everything out, and we think we have what we need. I'll be making a separate packing tutorial to show you guys what we pack. It's going to be interesting to see if the things that we bring are actually useful. If we pack too much or too little, it might end up getting us in a little bit of a bind, but I've been assured over and over again that everything that we need will be where we are going, so we are doing our very best to fit everything into just 2 carry-on bags. I'm really excited about that, but it's really requiring a lot of planning to make sure we have what we need for this trip. Number 3, this is probably the biggest question that I have. If you guys know me, I'm kind of a nerd, a little bit of a geek. I really want to know how different is it going to be when we travel to London, when we travel to Czech Republic, and when we travel over to France and Paris. I'm really interested to see how different it's going to be. Is it going to be like an American oasis inside of a country with different structures just because everyone speaks English and it feels like America and they just have like different stuff there, like maybe a little bit of different food, maybe a little bit of a different structure, but generally it feels like I'm walking through Denver or any other city. This is something that I'm really interested to see. I want to make sure that it has a different feeling. I'm really interested in capturing that, and I think that's going to lie in the people that we meet, in the places that we go, in the activities that we do. I'm really interested to see if I can capture a feeling that's different than the feeling I would get from traveling here in the United States. I can't wait to share with you guys that the biggest question that I have, I wonder if it's just going to feel like America with different buildings. We'll see. Number 4 question that we have is how in the world do we ever prioritize the things that we want to do? This is a huge question for us, and we've spent a ton of time. And I'll show you here, like, this is our war room. We spend time on our laptops, writing ideas down, exploring different blogs and vlogs and videos on YouTube, trying to figure out what it was that we wanted to do all of these cities. There's been some great stuff put out there from The Endless Adventure and The Way Away and Walter's World that have helped us to see the things that we do and don't want to see, to give us some realistic expectations of what we do and don't want to do. But it's really hard to prioritize. We're spending 2 days in London, 5 days or so in Prague, and the rest of the time in Paris before we come back. We really want to try and get some other things in there, but it's hard to prioritize. We've really tried to zone things into different areas of the city per day. I'm really interested to see if we can stick to our itinerary. We've really tried to put it together. We'll see if we can beat the jet lag, do the things that we want to do. It's going to be super exciting, not only for us, but to share with you guys. Number 5, this is a great question, is are we going to be able to get outside the cities? We have some aspirations while we're in the Czech Republic to make a day trip to somewhere. We're not sure if this is to Dresden in Germany, we're not sure if this is going to be to Kutná Hora outside of Prague, or if we're going to try and make a trip anywhere within that area. We want to try and make at least one day trip so we can get outside of the main tourist cities and see a little bit more of Europe. I think it's all going to be amazing. I'm going to love everything. Heck, I told you guys, I'm just excited about the ticket machine. Bonus question number 6, and I think this goes back to one of my first videos where we worried about getting robbed. I think the next question that I have is, what's it really going to be like? We've been warned over and over again about some of the scams that are in Prague and that are in Paris, that are in London, and I think that we're prepared ahead of time, but this is the first time that we're traveling. I do have a question about how bad it's really going to be near the train stations or outside those main tourist areas. I'm interested to see what the reality of that is. Are there going to be people there that are trying to take advantage of us all the time, and are we going to be able to be smart enough to outwit them? We'll see. It's going to be an interesting adventure. I'm glad to share it with you guys. So those are the top 5 questions plus a bonus one of things that we have before we go to Europe this week. I'm so excited to share with you guys. Hopefully this is inspiring you guys to get out, hopefully to go and make that purchase so you guys can go out and explore. It's a big part of finding that balance in your life. If you find these videos helpful or inspiring, make sure to go back and check out my other videos. You can like or subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making videos all the time to help grow a group of people that want to live outside their 9-to-5, accomplish their fitness and financial goals, and get out there and explore the world around them. Thank you guys, and we'll see you later.